Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I will talk about the fate of the conjugated bilirubin. In the last part, we have talked about, in the last two parts, we have talked about the first two steps of metabolism of bilirubin. I had mentioned that the RBCs have a span life ranging from 60 days to 120 up to 120 days. After that, they will become an A RBCs, and they will undergo a lysis, and they will lysis and give us hemoglobin. That's all occur in reticular endothelium system. Reticular endothelium system. By the reticular endothelium system, the spleen, the bone marrow, and the liver. The hemoglobin will also divide or degraded into heme and globin. The heme part will give me the heme part will give me iron and biliverdin. I mentioned that biliverdin will convert it into free bilirubin through biliverdin reductase. Then free bilirubin will be slowly released into the plasma. That occur in extravascular in the spleen, in the bone marrow, and in the liver. Then slowly the free bilirubin will be released into the plasma, and the free bilirubin will bind to plasma protein, mainly albumin, and then rapidly absorbed by the hepatocyte through a receptor. Then inside the hepatocyte, they will convert it into conjugated form, conjugated bilirubin. They will conjugate with mainly glucouronic acid or sulfate, so we will end up with mainly bilirubin glucuronide, bilirubin glucuronide, and bilirubin sulfate. Okay, now all that is occurring inside the hepatocyte, inside the liver cell, and while this process is inside the reticular endothelial system. Now I'm going to talk about what will happen after conjugation, what will happen to the conjugated form of bilirubin. So just I need to erase all these writings. This will help me more. Okay. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now this is the start of the third part. Fate of the conjugated bilirubin. Bilirubin. fate of the conjugated bilirubin. Okay, there are three main pathways or that the conjugated bilirubin will end up to. First, a small portion of the conjugated bilirubin will slowly release into, let me use another color. Okay. Okay. A small portion of the conjugated bilirubin will slowly release into the plasma, either directly or indirectly. Directly through the liver sinusides, or indirectly through the lymphatic system, the lymphatics, or the bile duct. From the bile duct to the lymph nodes and then to the main circulation. I think all we know that the lymphatic system is connected to the general circulation through the thoracic duct. Okay, and then it will be slowly released into the plasma. So a small portion of the bilirubin in the plasma will be in the conjugated form. This is a note. So a small portion of the conjugated bilirubin will be in the plasma, or a small portion of the plasma bilirubin will be in the conjugated bilirubin. Okay, then let me use another color. So a small portion also of the bilirubin glucuronide, which is a form of conjugated bilirubin, will undergo enterohepatic circulation. The enterohepatic circulation of bilirubin glucuronide starts from liver, will excrete the bilirubin glucuronide into the bile duct, from the bile duct into the small intestine through an ambulatory. In the small intestine, it will deconjugate into free bilirubin. I'm talking about now bilirubin glucuronide. It will be deconjugated into free bilirubin. Then free bilirubin will be absorbed through small intestine mucosa into the portal vein. Then from the portal vein will go to the liver, and again it will reconjugate either with the glucuronide or other substance. So this is the enterohepatic circulation. Then from the liver it will be secreted to the bile and so on. This is the enterohepatic circulation of the bilirubin glucuronide. Okay, from the intestine, from the term you can guess, entero from intestine, hepatic to the liver, enterohepatic circulation. So I had talked about a small portion and a small portion, but the third pathway is considerable. The major is considered the major portion. The major portion of the conjugated bilirubin in the hepatocytes will be